Good morning, friends. Now I am going to solve question number 1 of the Advocate on Record 2023. It says, explain the nature of scope of original jurisdiction of the Supreme Court with respect to the following. First one, it says rated jurisdiction. Second, it says dispute between Government of India and one or more states and or between two or more states. Thirdly, dispute in connection with the election of president or vice president. This is the main question. So I am going one by one. First is the original jurisdiction of the Supreme Court of India refers to the authority of the court to hear and decide cases directly without the matter being brought to it through appeal of lower courts. Article 131, Article 32, and other provisions of the Constitution delineate the scope of its original jurisdiction. Now I am going to analyze the nature and scope of its original jurisdiction with respect to the specified area as is shown asked in the question. First one is writ jurisdiction. I am talking about Article 32. Honorable Supreme Court has original jurisdiction to issue writs for the enforcement of fundamental rights granted under Part 3 of the Constitution. Article 32 is often referred to as the heart and soul of the Constitution because it empowers individuals to approach the Honorable Supreme Court directly when their fundamental rights are violated. The Honorable Supreme Court can issue 5 types of writs: habeas corpus, mandamus, prohibition, quo warranto, and certiorari. This jurisdiction is not exclusive, as high courts also have concurrent powers under Article 226 to issue these writs. However, the Supreme Court is considered the guardian and interpreter of the Constitution, and its decision in this regard hold paramount authority. Now coming to second part of the question, disputes between Government of India and one or more states or between two or more states. This is covered under Article 131 of the Constitution of India. Article 131 provides for the exclusive original jurisdiction of the Supreme Court in certain disputes. The disputes must involve questions of law or fact related to a dispute between the Government of India and one or more states. Secondly, it can be also a dispute between two or more states. This jurisdiction is exclusive, meaning no other court, including High Court, can entertain such disputes. However, this jurisdiction does not apply to disputes arising from treaties or agreements made before the commencement of the Constitution. For example, boundary dispute between states or financial disagreements between the union and state government may fall under this jurisdiction. Now, third question was disputes relating to the election of president or vice president. This is covered under Article 71. Article 71 vests the Supreme Court with original jurisdiction to resolve disputes concerning the election of the President and the Vice President of India. Such disputes can be brought before the Supreme Court for adjudication, and its decision is final and binding. This power is exercised as per laws made by the Parliament under Article 71, Subclause 3. The President and Vice President Election Act 1952 governs these disputes. The Supreme Court's role ensures that highest constitutional officers are protected from any illegality or procedural flaws during election. Now, nature and scope of the orders of the Supreme Court. As far as binding authority is concerned, in all these cases, the decisions of the Supreme Court are binding on all parties involved as per Article 141 of the Constitution of India. Now coming to limited scope. Writ jurisdiction is limited to the enforcement of fundamental rights. Original jurisdiction under Article 131 applies only to intergovernmental or interstate disputes, excluding political or administrative disagreements. The jurisdiction concerning presidential or vice presidential election is invoked only for specific electoral disputes. Now, if we compare exclusive versus concurrent, while writ jurisdiction overlaps with the High Court's jurisdiction, disputes under Article 131 and 71 fall exclusively within the Supreme Court domain. The original jurisdiction of the Supreme Court reinforces its role as the guardian of the Constitution, ensuring justice in disputes of national importance and protecting fundamental rights. That's all. Nothing to say more. God bless you all. See you again.